How you doing? This is me, Zachary Diaz. I was watching a clip from Judge Mablean, Justice Mablean, I think it's called, and I saw on YouTube, and it was about a light skinned sister who had a mother who's not dark skinned. She considered dark skinned, and let me explain something to people in this day and age. Her mother, am I about the camera complexion? And I noticed that some people today say that's dark skin, but when I was coming up, did not say that in the 80s and 90s, okay? So, and I don't go along with the calling someone that's caramel with a tan in their complexion, dark skin. That's like more in Latino culture, but African American culture, we always, since slavery, considered dark skin dark brown, like Akon, Lupita Nyong'o, Judge Mablean, Michael Jordan, Cissy Tyson, Wesley Snipes. So when I'm looking at her mother, I'm like, she not, because I even asked a question at my job who was looking at this Sunday. I said, this woman ain't dark skinned. I mean, you would change the terminology, and because of the rise of Afrocentrism, extreme of it, shall I say, you have people in my shade, even people that woman shade who is very fair skinned, very lighter skinned, say that dark skin, they have a little tan on them because they want to be more Afrocentric. I had a friend I went to, she cool friend of mine. We went to Selma, we walked on, and she was talking about complexions, and she's very fair skinned, very light skinned, when she's with natural hair. So she has kinky hair. She's not permanent hair. She wears a fro. And she said she didn't even consider herself light skinned. She said she's happy when she gets in the sun, she gets darker, that type of thing. So yeah, that type of mentality. So this woman who's a camera skin woman that's her mother who's a camera skin, the very fair skin, very olive skin sister. She was embarrassed. She was suing her mother for $600. So when she first started to that woman, I'm thinking before the colorism came in, I'm thinking, because I have abusive parents myself, that it was because of abuse. Her mother came out and made a career records and tried to fight her like someone like New York's mother. Okay, there we go. Okay, so that's why. Okay, and I can't stand Sister Patterson. I'm thinking of something like this, but no, it was because she was darker than her, not dark skinned, but darker than her. And the mother seemed to be a sweet mother. The mother don't seem to be abusive. The mother seems to be very kind-hearted, and this woman, her daughter, was being a bitch. I call it like it is. The mother did not seem to be, nothing like Toya Graham, or nothing like Sister Patterson, nothing else kind of your mama, no Monique in Precious movie type mother, okay, or Halle Berry Monster Ball type mother. I hate them type of portrayals about our sisters, and I hate some sisters that portray, not hate them, but hate some sisters who portray, y'all know me, hate them doing what they doing, trying to say, okay, like I hate the brothers acting thuggish and jigaboos and calling themselves niggas, okay. So I'm looking at this and I'm hurt, and the mother said she about to die. And and the mom talking about, I went to college and I was 16, I was a white woman, white man, and at 16 you were a pedophile, empaphile, what do you call it? It's called empaphile. Those are like the R. Kelly who go with teenage girl. Okay, girl. Okay, first of all, that means you was getting pimped by the white dude at 16 years old, and you went to college, and now you dance a burlesque strip club, and you going to law school. And I'm glad that Judge Mablean said that she's just ignorant. Nobody want her in law. And like she said, that you're not different from your mother, which is true, because I'm sorry, back in the 80s, they were considered light skin. And when we mean light skin, light and dark brown, not always fair skin. Yes, if you're close to white, they will call it, of course. But if you're not dark brown, like I was coming up in the 80s, we would consider light skin, okay? You know what I'm saying? Like Genuine's about me, about the same, almost about the same complexion. There you go, okay? So we were not considered dark skin, and I don't know what changed in 2000s, but I don't know what happened, but I still go by as an old school mentality. Dark chocolate brown is dark skin. Because that was the standard of, like Rashida Strover said about, in her video about, what's her name? Not by Kendrick Lamar. What's the woman name? Rachel Dolezal. She said dark brown, dark skin, her complexion, it should be the standard of what considered black. Now, if anyone who's dark brown skin, who's had mixed heritage, like many of us have mixed heritage, like myself, I do consider yourself mixed because your DNA is mixed, but you do look like the people that came on the ship. Okay, this sister here might have features and her hair may be relaxed, but her complexion, talking about the mother, not the, of course, the stupid bitch who's suing the mama for just because her complexion was different from hers. Of course, she looked different, but her mother also looked different. If you put her on a plantation with a bunch of ladies that was dark skin, true dark skin, the mother would stand out. Okay, you get what I'm saying? And her mother was uneducated. I mean, talking about uneducated. Okay, like Judge Mablean said, she had in Alabama, she had to go through all that junk. Okay, in Alabama. Okay. And her being teased by white folks, and I don't know what the Ballers Club let this bitch, have to be yellowbone to be dancing in the club. Now, that is true. Hold up. It is correct. Because there are clubs, strip clubs now, they're hiring women who look more exotic, women who are not true African looking, or a little more Negroid features. Because I never forget, I snitched on a homie, yes I did, who was looking for only Asian, Latina, and white women at a strip club here. And I'm not mentioning his name. I don't know how the hell you have friends of all different races that went to school with us, yes. But I went to the EOC and copied everything that he said in the Facebook group. Yes, I did. And I told EOC about that because there was discrimination. I don't know if they do strip clubs, but yes, I did. Yes, I did snitch. Okay? Although, pornography, not too much my thing, of course, because of my morals. But at the same time, you having, advertising and you using race, that's why I started to, So there are some people like that, but at the same time, I don't know how in the world in Alabama, and he was Latino, by the way, who did this, but I don't know how in Alabama, mostly white and people, mostly black and white, black identified and white, or white identified, because, you have folks in the white communities mixed, ain't pure, whatever, and you have Native Americans, okay? So a few Hispanics, when I was shocked to see Latinos in the Lopez when we went to South Alabama at the Walmart at Colonage. Yeah, we stayed there in Lopez, Alabama, and I was speaking Spanish. And I remember one of the girls who organized us to go to Selma was a dark-skinned sister and a Hispanic woman who's from Venezuela. And so she saw me speaking Spanish, and I told her, they Guatemala. I was shocked to see Guatemala. I would think Mexican or some other, like Puerto Rican. No, it was Guatemalans there who was shopping. It was there for work or something. And I know there's other Latinos that go to Alabama, okay? So that's, as I heard, but, you don't hardly hear, here in Texas, because mostly Latinos here, because we have other Hispanics besides Mexicans. Of course, Mexicans, the majority here who are Latino, but other Latinos, we have Salvadorans, whatever, so I was shocked to see that. But point is that I know, but mostly it's mostly white. So when she went to a mostly white Ballers Club, I don't know how in the world they saw her as a white girl. I can understand someone like Paris Jackson or something, Michael Jackson's daughter, but definitely not her, okay? So, if I was a pure white, because I do have white DNA in me, just like these two people in the case, including Judge Mablean 19, even though she's dark skinned, she might have some white DNA. Of course, she died because of slave owners own our people, okay? That's how. Point is, like she said, we're coming out different shades and colors because we're mixed. If I was a pure white man and I was racist in Alabama and I saw this yellow-bone sister trying to come in my dog closet, I would tell her to get her black ass out the doggone area. I would. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I had to go there to the white racist side of my family tree because I do have white ancestry and I do have rednecks on this side of the family. Okay, you remember I told you I met my Asian cousin who's adopted by my white cousin on my mother's side. My fourth grandmother was a white woman who had a mixed child. Okay. After slavery, well, on Answer.com, we met. Remember, I told you we met, and he's, I thought when I was shocked, I thought he'd be a white person, not an Asian person, or I thought he was Hispanic or Asian, but he was Asian, and he was adopted by my white cousin. His white mother's my white cousin. Well, he even told me before we met there were rednecks in the family. I mean, you heard, if y'all follow me on this channel, you know exactly what I was saying. So, point, if I was one of them and I had on a birthday club and I saw this yellow-bone chick, I said, bitch, get out of my club, okay? You don't belong here, okay? You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? So that's exactly what I would say if I was a redneck racist, okay? But no, I'm not a redneck racist. Ain't down there don't look like a white man, okay? With his caramel complexion. So point is, that's the reason why I'm saying it. So, and the mother was saying she was dying. But one thing I want to say this, and I was telling folks at my job, people say you should forgive. No, I let people go about their business. If it was my daughter, I definitely would not be hurt. Let me explain why. And I do not like Joe Jackson, okay? But Joe Jackson had a point talking about Michael Jackson's dad. Back in the 90s, when LaToya was claiming that he raped her and everything, when she was with that white guy, Jack Gordon, and Michael Jackson was talking about, which is very true, that he did beat up on Michael Jackson, okay? And it was talking to the Jackson family. This was right when Dangerous album had came out. And I remember watching, and Joe Jackson said, I'm not going to let these people, these people, talking about his children, talking about, I don't know if Janet was talking about them too, but it was, Janet was not on the interview, but it was saying, I'm not going to let them stress me out. I got to live long. Now, even though he was an abusive father, and I don't like him at all, and he's a thought, by the way. That's why he be having Viagra. That's why Janet Jackson had to stop her tour last year to go to Brazil because, you know, Catherine and Joe are not together. And he had burlesque and strippers and some on Rollo show with them strippers on Rollo show back in the 90s. This dude was in Brazil and he was getting sick off of Viagra. I know that he ain't supposed to be taking no Viagra if he have body or health problems, but I guess he'll die of fornicate. That's a scary thing to do, okay? It ain't perfect, but that's a scary thing to do, okay? Or commit adultery because that thing is still married, okay? Point is, it's just separated. Anyway, that's the reason why that I, understand. And exactly, if I ain't do nothing wrong and my daughter or kids, of course I'd be hurt, but I'm gonna live longer. Let them come back into me. You know what I'm saying? Not me come back into them. That's what I'm trying to say. Just like, for example, we go with the white relatives. When I found out there was redneck relatives, and not only that, my dark skinned cousin who lives in Florida, on my mama's side, who I never knew, who was on Insta.com, and I told him the same thing. I don't care if there's white folks in the family tree that we know about, that we both relate to, I'm not gonna kiss their asses. I didn't say that, but you know what I'm saying? I'm not, okay? Let them come back into me. You know, the ones who wanna see me, we gonna see each other. The ones who don't wanna see me, fuck y'all. That's how I am, okay? You know what I'm saying? Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I do the same thing with those little black identified who we all mix. You gonna give me drama, you gonna treat me any kind of way, I don't wanna see you, okay? I don't care, we are related. I'm not going to go through life with the depression, with this bipolarism that I have, along with health problems as I'm getting close to 40, being stressed out because y'all give me drama. If I had a child like this bitch here, I'd kick her ass to the curb. Don't come to my damn house. I'm saying I did not abuse you and then call you out your name. I ain't even whip you or anything, but don't come to my house with that bull crap. Get out my house. Don't come knocking on the door, make your money, strip, whatever you gotta do. That's how I would do it, okay? Because I'm sorry, y'all getting butt her, okay? That's when her time about her mother's time. I was born in the 90s, you know what I'm saying? The don't care generation, okay? The Generation X. We don't have that type of heart. We have harsh feelings for a reason. It's called tough love. I'm not gonna beg my daughter to come see me when she don't want to see me. I don't come to my doggone funeral. That's all I gotta say. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very hurt about this woman doing that to her mother. She seemed to be a very kind mother. She had to work her tail to take care of this bitch for white folks. You know what I'm saying? And she not appreciated. Okay, so. Therefore, her crying, she knows she was crying for because she felt how disrespected her mother when her mother did not disrespect her. Because one thing about me, I believe in mutual respect from both parties, not one side. So that's why I had no love for this woman. So I told her, go bye, bitch, get out of my face.